Okay, I hope I figured out the sound now. Can you hear me, guys? Finally! Sorry about that. Technical glitch. Always seems the way when I start a stream. Something to do with audio. Everything else is perfect, but audio always seems to be an issue. Anyway, welcome guys. I believe this is the first live stream of Orbx. Have to say it took about 4 hours in total to download and install. It took about 2.5 hours to download, and the remainder of the time for the files to convert. Yeah, very had to be very patient. But this is literally my first go, guys. I have not tried it yet, so whatever you're seeing, I'm seeing for the first time as well. How do I find the FPS? I don't know yet. We're going to find out together. Let's put the FPS counter on. I don't normally like to do this in a stream, but okay, so as you can see, I don't know whether you can read that or not. It's around 40 FPS right now, and more when I look this way, away from the city. But it's pretty smooth. To be honest, it's really smooth because, as you can see, I've got this all the way up to 8 times. Normally when I'm streaming I have to put it down to 4, so that's a good sign. Okay, let's take off. I'm hoping the sound is still going to be just as good with you can hear my voice hopefully over the sound of the engine. Just let me know if there are any issues. This is not 4K, this is 2K, so it's 2560 by 1440. Okay, let's do this. Lots of new names in the chat. I only recognise a few of you. Welcome if you're new to the stream. Make sure you've turned up the video quality to the highest you can go on YouTube, so you appreciate what you're seeing here. Okay, so on first glance, it looks like Orbx have completely remodeled the roads. These are not standard X-plane roads, so that's pretty good. I would have liked to see them a little bit more kind of blended into the scenery. I think they stand out a little bit too much. I like the trees. There's a lot of autogen here. I haven't got it on absolutely maximum autogen. I never do, but perhaps we can try it shortly. So let's head towards the city and see where we can spot any decent landmarks, that kind of stuff. So how many of you have purchased this already? This is not 11.30 or 11.30. So it was supposed to be released this week, but I've been told that it will be released next week. It's most likely they wanted to kind of wait for, I think Orbx probably had this plan to be released today, so I kind of I kind of think that they've been in contact with Laminar, and they probably agreed together on the kind of the launch of both things. They're both pretty significant updates. Well, this is a new release obviously, but 11.3 is a significant update. Hello to anyone who's just joined us, welcome to the stream. This is the first look, so I've not seen this yet, so this is my first time as well. So unfortunately I can't answer too many questions about Orbx just yet. But so far it's looking pretty good, I have to say. I thought it made sense to pick the most densely populated area first, and then we can go and explore other areas. Well, this is looking very good. For those of you who've been following me for a while, you'll know that a lot of my videos and streams are at either kind of dawn, dusk or night time. The only time I do kind of videos in daytime is if I'm using Author for XP. I just really don't like the standard scenery that comes with X-Plane. Not in the UK anyway. Parts of the US looks pretty good, default scenery, but in the UK it doesn't look that great. So I was kind of hoping Orbx is going to change that, and from what I'm seeing right now, I think this is a game changer, to be honest. There's a lot of detail there, as you can see. So that's pretty interesting. Now I know London inside out, and there are two things missing, and I can only think it's probably because of the way I've set up the priority. If you notice, the London Eye is missing. It's supposed to be right about here, and also Houses of Parliament and Big Ben is also missing. So those are default landmarks in X-Plane, so I assume Orbx didn't bother doing them because Laminar have already done this. And it would seem that Buckingham Palace is also missing. Let me just see. That's just below us, I believe. Oh no, it's there. There's Buckingham Palace. That's cool. So this is Hyde Park. Airline pilot, yeah, you are right. There is an option to use photoreal roads, but if I'm not mistaken, that will remove any moving traffic. So I'm not too keen on that. There's a fair few of you in the chat, guys, so sorry if I don't notice all your questions or comments, because I'm trying to fly at the same time. I think I'm hoping that you all agree this is pretty damn smooth, considering the amount of scenery there is here. Another thing is I lose around between 10 and 15 FPS when I stream. So the fact that I'm currently running at 40 FPS, that's pretty damn impressive. I'm quite excited to see what it would be like without a stream. Okay, you can see Wembley Stadium there in the distance, which looks absolutely amazing. I have to say, I travel to London quite a lot for work, and this is all looking very authentic. Yeah, I'm pretty confident that I've messed up the scenery priority order, but I mean, Orbx, everything looks fine. It's just the default explain landmarks seem to be missing. Yeah, Northaw Air Base will be behind us, right by Wembley, just past Wembley. It's a little bit closer to Heathrow. So this is the Regent's Park, and Hyde Park there in the distance. And we're just about to notice Emirates Stadium's there. That's pretty cool. So I support Arsenal, so I'm happy to see that there. I'm not sure what it looks like with scenery shadow. I never have scenery shadow on because it really does hog the resources. There's a few areas I want to try after London, guys, so hopefully we'll get to see some coastal areas. But this is pretty damn intense. I'm really liking what they've done with the trees too. Looks very, very good. There we go, Emirates Stadium. Hi Pete, welcome to the stream. Yeah, this is looking very good. There you go. Nice shot of the city, London City. And just up ahead, Canary Wharf, Financial District. So well done Orbx. So Orbx kindly gave me a copy of this, so I can do videos and streams like this. So I'll be you'll be seeing a lot more of Orbx, I should think, on my channel. Who's that singing football songs? So I'm going to change the time of day. I'm curious to see how things change as we go into kind of dawn. Pretty cool, there's the Shard. And the Gherkin should be below us. There it is there. I'm liking this a lot. This is really, really good. What do you guys think? Impressed? In all honesty, I think what they're charging for this is pretty fair. It's more than fair. I think for the amount of hard work that's gone into it, I should think. And it's really going to transform X-Plane, especially when they roll out other regions. So you want to see night lighting? Let's do it. Whoa. Okay, that's pretty intense. I don't know if you guys can make this out very well in the stream. The only thing which is a bit bizarre, Canary Wharf is got a power outage. That's normally a very lit up area. Again, maybe I've done something wrong with the installation, but I would expect to see that lit up like the other buildings in the distance. That's pretty insane. That lighting is just incredible. That's Olympic City there. Yeah, I don't know whether that's a bug or I've done something wrong, but those buildings should be very bright. You can see Heathrow there in the distance. Yeah, I genuinely have no idea what it would be like in VR. I'm not good with VR, unfortunately. I get pretty bad motion sickness with it. I'm hoping it will be improved once we have Vulcan. That's pretty damn cool. I don't know if you guys can make out those flashing lights in the distance. So they're the lighthouses, not lighthouses, but they're the beacon points along the River Thames, and they're flashing almost in coordination. That's pretty cool. It's London City Airport, just default scenery. That's London Excel. Wow, that looks incredible. Check that out, guys, with the haze. The Elite Aviator. I'm probably being a bit biased, but I generally think X-Plane is the future of flight simulation. P3D, I've had it, I spent a lot of money on it, does nothing for me. When I had both in X-Plane 11 and P3D installed, I kept coming back to X-Plane 11. P3D just ended up using up hard drive space, so I just got rid of it. And I've not looked back, not once I miss it, even with new releases in P3D like PMDG, the 747, that kind of stuff. Yeah, it's great, but it just doesn't do it for me. Now look at this, I'm getting 40 frames, 45 frames during a live stream in this awesome scenery. Let's go daytime again. Just incredible, really, really good. I'm really impressed. Okay, for those of you who just joined, if you're curious to know what my settings are, there we go. In fact, let's turn this down a notch, see what happens. So it doesn't affect my frames, but you can see you get a lot more jagged lines in the distance. So my 1080 Ti handles this very well. So I might as well have it on that, because less shimmering and the exact same FPS. I do not have a Discord server, although quite a lot of people ask me to set one up. Okay, so what I want to do now is check out my hometown. As I said, I'm completely new to this, just as well as you guys. So all this is first time for me. So if you're new to the stream, welcome. I would very much appreciate if you subscribe. I'm pretty sure I'm pretty close to 10,000 subscribers, which is mind-blowing for me, because I started this as a bit of fun. And in a year and a half I've got to 10,000 subscribers and I think almost 7 million views, which is pretty damn cool. Thank you for those who've followed me for a while. Hopefully this won't take too long. Hometown for me is Gloucestershire in the UK. So kind of between Birmingham and Bristol. It's a very nice part of the UK, so I'm really hoping it looks good in, with Orbx. Mayday, welcome to the stream. It seemed like Orbx created their own lights, because it definitely looked different. Mr. Trust UK, yes, it's amazing place to fly around in real life too. More so in real life, I would say. Okay, let's check it out. Aha, finally we get GCHQ. So GCHQ, for those of you that don't know, is kind of the UK's equivalent of the Pentagon, and that's in my hometown. And I can see that I saw a few posts, people saying level runways no longer exist, but as you can see they do still exist. Okay, wow, that's that is amazing. Okay, sorry, this is probably not going to mean much to you guys because some of you are not familiar with this area, but that mountain in the background is all this is very, very accurate. It's the main highway, M5. This is my local airfield. It is the first region from Orbx, which is south. Although it's south, it covers a pretty large area, well past Birmingham. So I'm going to show you some awesome scenery in just a second. Wow, okay, so this is the town of Cheltenham, and there's GCHQ. So I don't know what this looks like for you guys on the stream, but it looks pretty damn decent here. Ooh, Derbyshire. That could be just on the edge, I don't know. gonna change up the time very quickly. I'm just curious to see what this looks like. Yeah, I'm pretty confident Orbx have got their own lights here. Looks like a bit of a mix of X-Plane default lights and Orbx's own stuff. But I can confidently say that we, well, for me anyway, I think I can finally enjoy flying in daytime in X-Plane. This is incredible. And of course the higher you go, the more realistic it looks. I mean, look at that. That's just amazing. I'm trying to find my bearings, so we are, okay, I know where we are now. Cool. So just up ahead there's a glider airfield on top of a hill. I want to see if it's there. I agree, X-Plane's night lighting is very good. I hope people don't mess about with it. So guys, what are your opinion on this so far? What do you think? Again, I can't tell what you guys can see. I can assure you what I'm seeing here is pretty damn awesome. I mean, let me just I can make it a little bit brighter. I don't know if you can make out those trees, but that's just, they've clearly created a number of different types of trees. It's not just one set of trees, there's different trees down there. Incredible. I wonder if they've put in the bridges by Bristol. Definitely, I think this is going to give us a little bit more than just. I think the GA flying is going to be a lot more fun now. Certainly, well, I'm enjoying it now. I don't do much in the way of GA flying, but this is incredible. Dennis, no, I have not. Has anyone put it into the X-Plane or not? I'm trying to find my bearings. This looks, I'm absolutely speechless. This looks incredible. It really does look really good. But I do think the roads need to be, I don't know, they need to be blended in a little bit with the scenery. Not so obvious. I think that would be really cool if they managed to do that somehow. Aha, the bridges are in. Okay, I say bridges, but I can only see one. It looks like they only modelled one of the bridges. Again, it could be my fault because I messed up the scenery order. So some of the default X-Plane scenery is not showing. This is really cool. And don't get me wrong, I really liked Auto for XP, but I didn't like the fact that all the tiles were different colour. Now you just got one amazing Auto scenery. And the water, I mean, they must have done something to the water because the water looks good too. It's definitely a game changer, that's for sure. Yeah, it seems like every tree is modelled. I mean, if you see below, the hedges as well. And this is the other thing about Auto, you had trees randomly just placed on roads and in the middle of scenery. But it's just incredible. It's just... I'm gobsmacked. Speechless. Okay, not that speechless. So I think I messed up the priority of the scenery folder, because some of the default X-Flame autogen is not appearing, some of the landmarks and that kind of stuff. I don't know if you guys can make that out, but can you see the power lines? Just here. It's too much to look at. Just so cool. And next week we'll have 11:30, and that'll be the icing on the cake. That's a very good point, David. I do not have everything on max. Let's do that. So, I mean, I'm getting 50 frames. We may have to wait a few minutes, but let's see what it looks like. That should be interesting. No, this is not 11.30 update. That will be available next week. No, I am not using Steam. So I've got an exciting giveaway as soon as I hit 10,000 subscribers, which I believe should happen in the next 6 hours or less. So if you haven't subscribed, you might want to subscribe, because I'll be doing a giveaway in the next few days. So if you feel lucky, you might want to take part. Robert, good to see you. I was hoping you were going to make it. Welcome to those of you who are new to the channel. Asmila, Pimalo, I don't think we've spoken before. Right, okay, let's see this. Okay, there's a lot more trees. That's the first thing I noticed. Wow. Okay, that's crazy. Let me just show you. Can you guys see what I'm seeing? Seriously, this is just another level. And I hope you guys don't think I'm being biased because Orbx, you know, helped me out with this stuff. That is seriously incredible. I mean, look at that. That's almost realistic. I'm not going to say it's real, but it's almost real. Pimalu, so in the scenery I&I, you have to make sure that things like the overlay, which is like this, the 3D objects, the mesh and the ortho is all in the right order. Otherwise you're going to have things that don't look right. So I'm pretty sure I've messed it up because we had Big Ben missing, Houses of Parliament, and it seems one of the bridges, which is supposed to be here somewhere, is also missing. So let's head to Bristol, which is just in that direction there, because there's going to be a lot of scenery there. I'm just absolutely blown away by the amount of trees and autogen there is down there. So what's quite exciting for me is that if I'm getting, what is it, 45 frames during the stream, so it means once I come off streaming, this is going to be around 60 FPS for me. And that's at max world objects and 8 times AA. And that was kind of what I was really hoping. I was hoping Orbx wasn't going to kill the frames. Excuse me. Yeah, I'm wondering what it's going to be like when we hit Bristol, because there's going to be a lot of scenery there. How hot is my GPU? I would say pretty warm. It certainly feels warm in this room. So a lot of us have been waiting for this, and it's finally here. It's just seriously amazing. For those of you who've joined recently, I was saying earlier that often on my streams and videos I avoid doing too much in daytime in Explain, because the default scenery is not that exciting. And some of my videos I try and portray things to look almost real. So the only thing that has allowed me to do that is Ortho for XP. But that wasn't perfect because you have issues with that, and different colour tiles and trees in the middle of roads and all that kind of stuff. But this is gonna make my videos look even better. So it's quite exciting for me. Another look at sunrise? Sure thing. Again, for those of you who've just joined, if you're curious to know, so it took me about 4.5 hours to download and have it installed, and that is at a 30 meg internet connection. I mean, to be fair, I mean, in real life at night you can't, well at dawn you can't see much. So it's pretty accurate. If we go darker, there we go, you can see the city lights in the distance. And the lights there. So I'm just going to go completely dark just for a second. I don't like to do this on the stream because you can't see too much. Interesting light flashing. Is that? What's going on here? Okay, so yeah, there's a bridge missing there. I think that's my fault. So they have added the older bridge. I think that's Orbx that did that, and I think Explain did the new bridge. That's what it is. And because I messed up the scenery order, the new bridge is not there. So that's alright, I can fix that. And the traffic is pretty damn heavy down there. So I'm pretty impressed with the smoothness how this is running. This is the M4 and the M5 crossing each other. The conversion file, the conversion took a long time. I think if my internet connection was okay, that wouldn't have taken as long. But yeah, the conversion took at least 2 hours. Okay, so now we're entering a pretty dense area. So this is the city of Bristol. And this is the old Filton Airport. So where they made parts of Concorde there. So Concorde took off and landed on that runway a number of times. In fact, Concorde is there now. There is a museum right about here. In fact, I think this is supposed to be it there. And Concorde is situated inside. This is all very accurate. I mean, I guess it has to be if it's photoreal. And interestingly, so just there, this is IKEA there. So all this is very, very good. I mean, the fact that I can spot exactly where I am, that's IKEA there. Pretty damn cool. And Bristol Airport is just on the hill there. So we'll head towards that. So Orbx, I guess they've obtained some sort of orthophoto license from whoever. Now the good thing about X-Plane is that it uses, and I'm sure P3D is probably the same, I don't know to be honest, but it wouldn't surprise me. So they use, all these companies use something called OpenStreetMap, which plots everything accurately, well, say accurately, so it plots everything, so when you're using it in a sim, everything you see is exactly where it's supposed to be. All the roads, all the buildings, everything. Pretty much everything. So when you have X-Plane using OpenStreetMap and you've got Orbx and people like Google, and just makes things kind of unified, which means that they can do stuff like this for us. I wonder if Clifton Bridge's not there either. So I'll be fixing that later and see if it's something that to do with the scenery, the order of the scenery. Pretty sure it is. Hello Eda from Brazil. Welcome. Orbx doesn't come with airports, but they will be porting over the airports that they have for P3D across to X-Plane. I think they released a couple, so they gave me a copy of Barton, Manchester, so see that's just a GA airport. It seems my PC's decided to do some sort of... Okay, it seems alright now. Okay, what I want to do, I want to land at Bristol, because at the end of Bristol, this side, as you can see there's a lot of trees, and it looks pretty impressive in real life coming in, so I want to see how accurate that is now. So, hands up, how many of you have already bought this? And how many of you are kind of waiting to see others get it and try it? There seems to be a lot of people who kind of wait around. I don't know how people wait around. As soon as something new comes out, I want it straight away. That's a good question. I really don't know what kind of deal they're doing. So if you already bought scenery, I really don't know. So this is Bristol Airport. Which was on the news today because a lot of the airliners had trouble landing there because of the high winds that we had today. Okay, so this is pretty good because these trees didn't exist before. So I'm really happy that this is all here. Looks incredible. I did notice that actually, Robert. That's the F mod, I guess, coming into play. Amazing F mod. You're debating to switch to X-Plane from FSX, so what's holding you back? Is it all the add-ons that you have? Can't think of any other reason why you would not switch just yet, unless you've... I mean, to be fair, it depends on your hardware too. This is very, very good. I'm liking this a lot. You see what I meant, guys? They've not just created one type of tree. There's a lot of different types of trees down there. Well, if you have a sim and it doesn't matter what it is, if you're happy with it, that's the main thing, isn't it? I think it's sad that you have all these people arguing all the time about what sim is better. I think a lot of people forget that there are some people who are just happy with what they have. Okay, I'm not used to flying Cessnas. This seems very, very slow. Okay, I know exactly where we're going next, and I'm gonna fly in a fast jet for that. Wow, this is so slow. Can't screw up a landing when you're going that slow. Not bad. Still getting around 40 FPS. Okay, so let's change it up. So we're going to go to a military airbase where I first learnt to fly when I was 16 years old. So this is a pretty special place for me. And let's fly a red arrow. How about that? Something different. Well, my hardware, so I'm running i7 at 4.8 gigahertz. It's a 4790K. I have the GTX 1080 Ti, and I'm running 16 gig of RAM. Settings. So for those of you who've just joined, I'll show you my settings in just a second. So again, welcome to those of you who are new to the channel. I hope you like the stream. Okay, so I said that we're probably going to hit 10,000 subscribers in 6 hours. I think it's going to be much sooner than that. I think we're about 50 away now. Wow, okay, so they've modeled... Wow, okay. This is incredible. All that is... That's what the first thing I was looking for. That's really cool. So this is the town where I was born in 1984. Some of you are going to work out how old I am now. So this is the Hawk, obviously, by a Just Flight. And it's a lot of fun. It's not the easiest thing to fly, I must admit. Okay, let's do this. That scenery is breathtaking. Seriously, this this really excites me. Wow. Okay, this is the first time in X-Plane my hometown actually looks... Okay, when I say my hometown, my old hometown, this is very, very accurate. So I'm flying in North Devon, in the southwest of England, and this town is called Barnstaple. Barnstaple. So all this land that you see just over here, okay, my grandmother's house is there. I'm not going to point it out, but all this land belongs to my family, all of this. So my mother's side of the family are all farmers, so they have a lot of land and a lot of animals. So this is really exciting for me, the fact that this is modelled very accurately. It's incredible. I'm going to show you some of the cool spots around by the coast. So for those of you interested, just very quickly, settings. So if you're worried that Orbx was going to cause problems, I've got this on 8 times. I never have it on 8 times on a stream, I have to say that. And I never have this on maximum either. So I can only say well done to Orbx, whatever they did. Clearly amazing, and it works. The water does look pretty damn amazing. They must have done something to the water, because that, you can see there, it just looks so good. This is the next town, which is called Bideford. You're going to see some pretty awesome cliffs in just a second when we head north up the coast there. We go, barrel roll for good measure. The thing I'm really looking forward to seeing is the coastline, because I saw some screenshots, and yeah, I mean, look at that. That looks like a real beach. Absolutely amazing. And we're going to see some cliffs shortly, which should look pretty decent too. Well done, Orbx. I'm very, very, very impressed. Just showing off. Hello to those of you new here. Welcome to the stream. Okay, now this is the exciting bit. Guys, check this out. In fact, I'm curious. This is something else I don't put on because it's broke really in X-Plane, but I'm curious to see what it looks like. Okay, it's definitely killed my frames, and it doesn't look any different. So let's get rid of it. There we go. Alright guys, how about that? Is that just incredible? Yes, you press X and you have the smoke. Although this is about to change in 11:30, it should look a lot better than that. Because this is just using kind of polygons instead of particles, which we're going to get as of next week. Guys, look at this. Look at this scenery. It's making me speechless. Which is not ideal in the stream. Guys, can you still hear my voice okay, or was it quiet? I'm using Ultra Weather XP. See what it looks like from the inside. Pretty damn good if you ask me. I tried using the missiles, but I couldn't get it to work. So all the options are here. But I think I have to choose the right variant of the Hawk, because Red Arrows is obviously doesn't have any weapons. This is so cool. So let's see what it looks like from high altitude. So the plane is a Hawk, and it's by Just Flight. There's the airport we took off from, just there. Royal Marines base. So, as I said earlier guys, the higher you go up, the more impressive it gets. I mean, that just looks incredible. The coastline, that's just insane, it really is insane. Sorry guys, I probably sound a bit annoying, keep saying that, but I'm just absolutely astonished by it. El Samaron, welcome. I do remember you. Hope you're well. Yeah, there's many of you who are very loyal, been around since the early days. Thank you for that. So guys, a little poll. Rate this 0 to 10, 10 being excellent. I'm curious to know what you guys think. I don't know what it looks like for you guys on the stream, but go on and go ahead and vote. 10. Wow, okay, 10. 3 10s already. 20. I mean, it's just... it is a game changer, I have to say. It just makes flying in daytime a lot more exciting to explain now. I wonder if they modelled Lundy Island. There's a small island out here, but I can't see it. Right, let's return to base. This might make you a bit dizzy, guys. So pretty good ratings there. You'll like the look of this. So I used to fly powered gliders out of this airfield. Okay, let's get the air brakes out. Yeah, I'm using XP Realistic. For the head shake. It's actually hard to to run X-Plane without it. The sounds on this aircraft are pretty good as well. So that beach there, often Hercules and other military aircraft land on that beach. A long strip. I can show you what it looks like at night. For those of you new to the stream, joining in, show you what it looks like at night. Okay guys, please don't judge me because this is a really hard plane to land. And I'm pretty confident I'm probably going to crash it. And I've tried quite a few times, it's just very, very tricky. I might get lucky. Oof. Did warn you. Okay, let's stop here and change the time and then we'll take off again. In fact, just before we do that, let's switch it up again. This is a fun aircraft to fly. F-18. Ian, good to see you. Hope you're well, mate. Now this is a beast. Beast of an aircraft. Let's get the air brakes in. Okay, let's change it up. pretty decent at night time. You can even see these strobe lights for the ships. That's a nice touch. There you go. I'm actually happy with the way that looks. I think that looks pretty good. That's explain default lighting. There is a mixture. So this stuff here, this is all Orbx. It looks a bit odd, to be honest. I'm not too keen on the way that looks, but the rest of it, I think everyone should leave explain lighting alone. Explain renders night lighting perfectly, so we don't need anyone to change it. I'm sure you guys agree with me. Yeah, let's try it. I realise it's quite hazy actually. It's there we go. It's a bit clearer, isn't it? This is not freeware. This is payware aircraft. It's pretty detailed. Almost everything is operational here, including weapons. So I can show you if anyone's interested to see weapons. The water's really good. Everything's really good. So it's pretty decent in different lighting conditions. Okay, let's have a bit of fun with the weapons, shall we? Yeah, we could do flares. The clouds, so I'm using Ultra Weather XP. See the flares fall into the ground now? Let's drop some bombs, shall we? Boom!
Maximum G. Maximum level of attack. Max.
So guys, anyone want to see a specific place? First person put an iCow will go there.
Pull up. Pull up.
Has to be obviously
Roll
in the south of
left.
England.
Pull up. Roll left. Pull up. Roll.
Oh, sonic boom. Okay, so what was the first one? So Gatwick, first one. Let's do that.
Pull up. Pull. Pull up. Pull up. Pull up. Pull up. Pull up.
This thing, when you put flaps, goes all crazy on me. Let's get this landing right. This thing isn't easy to land either. Okay, something's stuck on my rudder. There's a cable or something. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, let's ignore that happened. So, Gatwick first. Gatwick, and let's start here. On the wrong runway. And let's do this. I think I may only have the Delta one. That's okay for now. That'll do. Okay. I don't expect the FPS to be as good because London is, as we saw earlier, has a lot of scenery. So I may have to turn something down. We'll see. Yeah, well, I'll make it daytime. So, obviously hello to those of you who've just joined. This is definitely the wrong time to do a stream if you're in the UK or Europe. So go ahead and type in the chat where you're from, guys. I've seen quite a few people from South America. The 737 I'm running is the 737 Ultimate. Okay, there's more people in the UK than I thought. I assume you've all been waiting for Orbx to release. Do you want to know where I got headshake from? Let me link it below, just 1 second. I believe this is it. Yeah. So guys, if you're interested, this is where to get it from. Not that many from the USA, surprising. Thank you, Edward. That conference recording was a last-minute decision. I did it on my phone, and the organisers, Just Flight, they said they suggested that I record it, and I only had my phone, and so I put my phone, and it actually worked pretty well. I was surprised. So as you can see, there must be quite a lot of scenery because it's taken some time to load. And it's going to be very odd flying a Delta 737 at Gatwick. Colorado, Tennessee, Denmark. Okay, that's interesting. No sound. Ah, there we go. Okay, the frames have plummeted. I'm not surprised at all. So let's turn this down, see if we can get any more of it. It's a bit better. Still, I would never have auto-gen on max. Not around London anyway. It's just suicide. Yeah, Gatwick Airport. Let's make it daytime. Okay, first of all, let's show you what it looks like in the night. As you can see, London there in the distance is just crazy. I love the fact that X-Plane, so I suggested this maybe 6-7 months ago, before they released the kind of distance lighting at night. I suggest I mentioned it to them. I said, why can we not see lights in the distance? And then eventually they did it. I'm not suggesting it was because of what I said. I'm sure a lot of people suggested it. Okay, guys, here we go. This is what it looks like in daytime. Pretty damn impressive. I mean, look, hedges. We have hedges. That's serious, isn't it? What do you guys think? Let's take off and check it out from the air. It is 2:15 AM for me. We may be able to turn up the AA to 8 once we take off, but we'll see.
Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be taking off in just a few minutes. 5 minutes, please start establishing for departure.
Okay, let's do this.
Okay, the cabin is secured. Have a good flight.
This thing wants to take off very early. Look at that scenery. Guys, this is the future of X-Plane. I'm sure you guys would agree this looks pretty damn good. So let's head towards the south coast, because I think that would look pretty cool. At least we're in something that's actually quicker than a Cessna. So you have to set up your own views, wing views, so let me just put this on autopilot and then show you how I did it. Can be a little bit of a tutorial for you guys. Not all of you probably need to know, but okay, switch that on. Okay, just make sure this is all good. Speed it up a little bit. Whoops. Wow, guys, check out the water there. That's insane. Okay, so what I did was this. Okay, so first of all you unlock the cabin door, get your ass out there, and then you just use the less than, more than, or shift and less than, more than to move, and go to the position that you want, for example here. Okay, move it, wherever you like, and then you hold CTRL control, and then one of the numpad keys. So for example, if I just move further back here, I'll grab this view there. There we go. We do numpad control numpad 9, and it will hold that view for us. So every time you hit the numpad key number 9, it'll come back to this view. So these are the views that I've set up, as you can see. The sound pack is actually part of this aircraft. So I'm sure you can all agree that Orbx is definitely a big hit. Just incredible. I feel very lucky that they decided to release south of the UK first, because that's pretty much where I live, where I spend most of my time. It's perfect. Look at that, guys. It's incredible. And the thing is, when you zoom in, it doesn't look... See, normally when I'm doing this view and X-plane, it looks awful. The textures look really bad. But that is just... I mean, look at the distance. Remember? Blurries? Remember that word? For those of you... FSX. Blurries. No such thing as blurries in X-plane. This is 11.26. Show my face. If you follow me on Instagram, you can see my face. Not something special to look at. No, that's fine. Ask away. That's what I'm here for. If you have questions. So this is pretty cool. I want to turn up the AA because I really don't like it. I never run it 4 times. I normally do it on streams, but not when I'm doing this on my own. Still managing to hold around mid-30s, so it'll still be smooth. It's just I'm used to kind of flying 50-60 FPS. There's Shoreham Airport down there. Looking good. Ah, I wonder if the Brighton Pier is there. Let's turn. Let's go east. What I want to do, just lift those clouds up a bit higher. Ah, I see something. They added the pier? Yes, they added the pier. That's pretty cool. Yeah, let's head to... Hi Matt, you well? Let's head to Dover. See if the White Cliffs of Dover. Okay, I think we can fly straight. Speed it up a little bit. No, we're not supposed to fly above 250, under 10,000, but who cares? Whoa, wind farms in the sea, guys. a nice little surprise. Okay, obviously the only thing that's not realistic right now is the fact that we're flying a Delta 737 in the south coast of England. There's the pier, Brighton Pier. And in fact the tower, the giant tower's there, can't remember what it's called. I've gone up that, that's pretty cool. 360 I think, BA 360 or something like that. Matt, I'm having a late night too, as you can see. Crash it, please. I think that wouldn't be fun for everyone else though. No, this is just Orbx. I finally, I was happy about it. I deleted my author for XP for UK, and I'm very happy about it because this is, as you can see, much better. No longer have random trees in the middle of the road. Okay, I'm starting to see the cliffs of Dover there in the distance. Yeah, it'll be good once they release the other regions around Europe. Yes, you can use VR in XP. Get the sun a bit higher up. Some more light. It's better. And there we have it, White Cliffs of Dover. Oh yes, it's definitely better than Ortho for XP. You don't have the random different, changes in colour in the tiles. Matthew, I thought you were from Manchester, or do you just live in Manchester? Robert, where's St Leonard's on the Sea? There you go, look at that. Pretty damn cool, isn't it? Quite relaxing actually, isn't it? Just flying like this. Sightseeing tour in a 737. Wonder how much that would cost. You may want a smooth landing, but doesn't necessarily mean you're going to get a smooth landing, I'm afraid. Ah, that's cool, Matt. Yes, it does include mesh, so we still get sloped runways, you'll be pleased to know. There we go. Guys, what do you think? Pretty damn cool. Okay, just before, in case I forget, I'll just change this. For those of you who've flown the Zebo and had issues with ground steering, you need to put this on yaw. Pretty cool, huh? I mean, check that out. Look at that. You can still see the vehicles on the runway, on the road. That's just insane. Guys, does this look real or what? No major frame hit. Well, only if you put it up on max world scenery objects. I never have it on max, but to be fair, it only seems to be it depends what you want. I mean, let's face it, we're going to be seeing more frames in X-Plane 11.30. So we maybe this should be the norm soon. That just looks incredible. There's a train down there, you can see. Oh no, that's the Eurotunnel train. Must be. There's a number of trains coming out of there. You see, I've never explored this area before. See if we can get a cool looking screenshot. Yeah, what do you think of that? Okay, it's pretty cool, isn't it? It's, whoops. Yeah, Ian, you're right. There might be a few Eurofighters coming up to get me soon. Ramsgate, yeah. I mean, seriously, look at that. Look at the trees. That's the other thing, guys. It seems like they have lots of different types of trees. I think there may be 12 different types of trees, which makes it look amazing. It's not repetitive, is it? And what's incredible is that when you zoom in, you don't lose quality. It still looks pretty damn good when you zoom in. Okay, I need to find a runway near here. Biggin Hill. Can we land in Biggin Hill on the 737? Anyone know? Thank you, Matt. So Matt just sent me the screenshots that I just took in the sim on Facebook. Okay, I think I'm going to head towards... Let's see, what else? Where else can we go? I think let's attempt Biggin Hill. Where am I? Okay. Let's make a turn. Okay, Biggin Hill is Echo Golf Kilo Bravo. Okay, I think we're heading in the right direction now. Cool. Damn, I'm just blown away by this. It's so cool. The water as well, the water's just blended in perfectly. It's the right colours too. Okay, let's start descending a little bit. Okay, let's do this. First one is slow this beast down. Amazing. Incredible, incredible. It's a game changer. I've said it a few times, and I mean it. I think this is really next level shit. Okay, my PC's doing something. It's thinking about something, so it's pausing a little bit. I don't want to upset it. I don't want it to crash on me right now. I think London is what's causing it trouble. Yep, so we're very close to 10,000 subscribers. Thank you for those of you who just subscribed to help me get to 10,000. What a perfect time to do it. During the first stream of Orbx. It's pretty cool. Okay, we must be close now. Then again, not that close yet. But if we zoom in, we should be able to see it, because now Orbx allows us to zoom in and see things properly. It's just so cool. It's incredible. And I don't know if you guys can see this on the stream, but I mean, can you see all these trains and cars and shit? So you even see vehicles there in the distance. Just a random truck in the middle of nowhere. And we can just about make out some of the landmarks in London, as you can see. Very, very cool. I do hope they do most of the world. Not that I fly everywhere, but I'd definitely like to see most of Europe and the USA. Be awesome if they do Middle East. A lot of us fly places like Dubai. Yep, the detail on this is just next level. Okay, we're getting close, not too far. I feel like we need to head back to Gatwick. Should we do that? Let's just do that. Kind of makes more sense, doesn't it? The time is 2:38 AM in the UK. So about 20 nautical miles from Gatwick, by the looks of it. Yep. Let's change this. We need to do a big correction here because I'm slightly off. Amazing. Okay, I've just make out Gatwick in the distance now. Guys, look at this. That's just so cool. Bravo, Orbx. 11.3 will be released next week, guys. I think they did the right thing and waited for Orbx to do their release first. This is not going to get boring very quickly, is it, guys? Okay, so we are on the localizer and we are just about to lock onto the glide slope. As you can see, Gatwick there in the distance. Okay, so the frames are taking a bit of a beating. Let's get this down a little bit. Yeah, so I recommend we have this on medium, guys. Okay, it's a bit smoother now. Get the undercarriage down. Yeah, I'm pretty confident we're going to hit 10k this evening. That'd be pretty cool. I've set it up for auto land just so I can talk to you guys at the same time. Yeah, for those of you who just joined, you are seeing this. It's a Delta 737 landing at Gatwick. Insane. Seriously insane. Guys, I can confidently say this is the future of flight simulation right here. I'm using Ultra Weather XP for clouds. This is just, I'll tell you what, I'm really happy about this because it's going to make my videos look even better now. I get quite a lot of views on my videos, but I think this is going to really improve it even more. Welcome to those of you who've just joined. Very much appreciate a like and a subscribe. Look at that. Okay, let's take over.
400. 300.
I always thought the glide slope at Gatwick is really weird. It wants me to be much higher than this.
200.
Which doesn't seem right.
100.
Slide slow. Slide
50.
slow.
40. 30. 20. 10.
Not too bad, was it, guys?
80 knots.
We'll have a look at replay in just a second, and then I'll get you to rate the landing from 0 to 10. 10 being awesome, of course.
Ladies and gentlemen, please remain seated with your seatbelts securely fastened until the captain has parked the aircraft at the gate and turned off the seatbelt sign. This will be your one and only indication that it's safe for you to get up and move about the cabin. Please be reminded to use caution when opening the overhead bins.
So the thing is, guys, XP Realistic exaggerates the kind of
You may now use your mobile
head
phone
shake
and
during
other
landing.
handheld electronic devices while we taxi to the gate. However, your laptop computers and larger electronics must remain stowed.
Okay, let's check out the replay. Thank you, Matt. Appreciate the photos.
If any of you should have questions regarding ground transportation,
Okay, let's see this.
or any other information, the Uniform Delta agent leading this flight will be more than happy to answer any questions you may have.
And we can hear cabin announcements cockpit because I believe I have the cockpit door open. Not too bad. So guys, what do you think? Hey, I'll take it 8. Thank you. So I've never flown Delta. Is that a good landing for a Delta? This is what we need to look at. It's awesome scenery. You see what I'm saying? I think the head shake exaggerated that landing. Doesn't look as bad as what it looked. Okay, so I'm going to take one more iCow. Next iCow, I'm going to go there. Go for it. And the winner is... I'm definitely not doing KBNA. I need a Southern UK, because we're checking out Orbx right now. What's Stansted? Rainy day? What's the iCal for Stansted? Anyone know? Thank you, Matt. Okay, let's check it out. This may take a few minutes to load, hopefully not too long because we're still in London. Wow, I received a lot of iCows for non-UK locations. Sorry guys, this is a Orbx feature. I always struggled to steer the Cessna. I don't think I've ever flown from Stansted actually, in sim. Pretty big airport. Okay, I need to turn this up again. I really don't like it on this. There's a lot of action going on there. Trains, trucks. So as you can see guys, Orbx have created their own roads as well. Pretty cool. But still will make out London there in the distance. Aha, what is it? So a lot of private jets land at Stansted. So cool, they really modelled the roads pretty well. That just comes off like that. The scenery's payware, yep, this is the new Orbx scenery that's just been released. Pretty incredible. So we can speed it up a little bit. I'm gonna have to do the cheating way. Okay, there we go. We're gonna have to wait for the scenery to load now. We've just made it over London City. Objects are currently set to max. Okay, let's wait for this to catch up. There we go. No worries, David. Thank you for tuning in. So this is the first place we started early in the stream, London City. Still loading the scenery. Yeah. Yeah, so I don't recommend, I mean, it might be better when I'm off the stream, because as I say, I lose about 10 to 15 FPS streaming. But I will do some tests off the stream. Yeah, I'm not liking the shimmer, that's why I don't ever have it on 4 times, I have to have it on 8 times. Thank you, Robert. Very kind of you. I hope you all enjoyed this. Pretty confident it's the first stream of Orbx's new release. Kind of feel it's a privilege to be the first. But we're approaching 3 AM, so I think I'm going to call it a night. Thank you for those of you who've been in the stream all night. And for those of you newly subscribed, appreciate it, thank you very much. As soon as I hit 10k I'm going to announce a competition for a giveaway, so you might want to be subscribed if you want to be in for a chance to win something X-Plane related. So I will leave you with this for the next 5 minutes or so, but I'm going to go on mute now. Once again, thank you very much, and hope to see you again soon. Take care, guys. Bye.